guitar enthusiasts, today we're going to be going over some essential acoustic guitar strumming patterns. We're going to keep it simple in the beginning, and then we're going to progress to harder progressions as we move through the video. Now, I tell students all the time, do not assume you know the basics, okay? I find for a lot of students where they run into issues with strumming and timing is that they rush through the foundation items. So go through the intro parts of this video. You might learn something new that you didn't know. You might have an aha moment, because if you don't have the foundation, when we move on to the later stuff, it's just going to get more difficult and you'll get frustrated. So even if you just go through it very, very quickly as a refresher, I recommend you do that just to make sure your timing is spot on. So this is level 1, all right? This is where I kind of start people in my 7-level guitar system. We just want to start by working on timing, because when I ask students, what's the biggest thing you have trouble with your strumming in your guitar? And they're like, the timing. The timing's just off, or, you know, keeping the timing when you're changing chords. Okay, so those are very, very common things. So the basics we want to do is we want to start by just getting a good time on our 4 count. Okay, so a lot of songs in music we count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to take a G chord. Okay, and we're going to just do 4 down strums. We call these quarter notes, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is going to be the foundation and basis for everything we do in this video. Okay, so if you can't do this, you might want to sit here a little bit on this strumming pattern. Now the hardest part comes when you have to switch between chords. So I'm going to start by just doing 4 strums on G, 4 strums on E minor, 4 strums on G, 4 strums on E minor. The reason, because to switch into an E minor chord, I just have to pivot my finger, okay? So my first finger slides over, my second finger pivots down. Nice, easy chord change. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Keep going. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, if you feel like your forearm is tightening up, relax. It's not easy to do. Just breathe. Okay, let's pick up the speed a little bit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Foundation. And in there, you probably heard me sneak in an up strum on one of those accidentally, because that's what we're going to be moving to next. So let's take this very slow, like I said, and we're going to do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now these are counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now if you feel yourself gripping the pick on the ups and it's more like you're kind of catching and jarring those strings, again, it's a little bit of a relaxation. All right, don't depth grip the pick. If you are, go to a thinner pick. It'll help take some of the curse off the strumming, okay? So we're just gonna go nice and slow. 1 and 2 and, okay? What people don't understand, we'll just continue to do down ups, is when they were just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, look at my hand. It has to move up in between the strums. So it's 1 and 2 and. So all you're doing now is you're strumming on the up. Okay, so let's throw in the chord change now. We're gonna go from G to E minor. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, one more time, then we'll pick up the speed. Okay, here's the speed, ready? One more time. Okay, now for me, there was no difference in the slow strum and the fast strum. Now for some of you, if you're just getting into doing up strums, you might have felt your forearm tense up or your whole arm tense up, and that's totally normal. you're just not used to doing this type of motion yet. And as you get more experience, that will start to naturally relax. Okay, so this strumming pattern is going to be the basis for our next strumming pattern, which we're going to build off of. This next one is harder. It's the same strumming pattern, but instead we're going to use all downs. Now this is great for rock music. It's a little bit more aggressive. Okay, so we have to be quicker because now we're not doing down ups, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now with this strum, doing all downs, same time, you might hear it's very dark. So I'm not strumming the entire chord. Oh, okay, you can do that in strumming. You don't have to strum the entire chord. Typically on an up strum, people ask me all the time, are you strumming all the chord or all the strings? No, I'm not strumming all the strings of the chord. I'm usually only catching the bottom 3 or 4. That's why up strums have a much brighter sound than down strums. Now in this case, we're just doing all downs, and I'm intentionally ignoring the bottom 3 strings as best as possible, okay? So I'm gonna get a very dark sound. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and now to E minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Back to G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's a very cool sound. Now this can also get very fast. And the tendency again is to tighten up the hand. So ready? Here we go. Faster. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can see it can get progressively fast. So that's a great rhythm for rock strumming. Now that's something where, you know, you might start and you feel good and then you get like 6, 7, 8 measures in and then your hand starts to get tighter and stiff and it might even get tired if you're not used to doing that. But very, very great overall strumming pattern for a rock style song. So the next strumming pattern I have written down here is a mixture of downs and ups. We're sticking with the 8th note strumming pattern because I'm going to prepare you for the next pattern, which is what we call a syncopated strumming pattern. Now, syncopated rhythms I teach more in level 6 of my 7-level guitar system, so that would be something to come later, but hey, maybe you're up for the challenge here. Let's start with this one, which is a little more around like level 3. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our G chord, and this one's gonna be 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, or down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. Great overall standard strumming pattern that you can use for a lot of guitar songs, and you can play that one fast, you could play it slow. So whenever you're learning a new strumming pattern, just try it on a single chord, then jump to the chord progression. So we're going to go to from G to E minor. Okay, we got 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 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 1 on your own. Okay, let's try picking up the speed just a little bit. 1, 2, here we go. So you can see the strumming is relaxed, it sounds good. If your guitar is not sounding good, and if you're like, Lauren, when you're strumming, your guitar just sounds so much better than mine, again, it's probably the tension in the hand. I mentioned earlier in the lesson that you could go to a thinner pick. Now, the thinner pick will take some of the curse off. So it can make the guitar sound better if you've got a very, very stiff hand. The thing is, because it's so flimsy, it's like little flimsy pick, you will hear the pick flap noise just a little bit. So I prefer something like, so this is, I believe this is 0.5 millimeters, and the one I'm using here is 0.73, just to give you some different sizing. I like 0.73. For strumming, 0.88, those are good ones. If I'm doing a lot of strumming, very, very fast, like 16th note strumming, I'll go to the slightly thinner pick. So syncopated rhythm is when we're missing a downstrum. So remember in the beginning, I was like, the downstrum. Okay, that is the foundation of your strumming. You gotta lock in on that downstrum, because if you don't, your timing and your strumming is always going to be off. Now here, we're missing one of the downstrums. So how do we maintain our timing? Well, the timing is in your hand. It's in your strumming hand. Remember, my hand, whether I'm hitting the strings or not, is constantly doing this down-up motion. Okay, it's constantly going down, up, down, up, down, up, whether I hit the string or not. So in this pattern, it's going to be down, down, up, down, up. It's 1, 2, and 4, and. So we're missing the 3. There is no downstrum on the 3, but your hand, this is what trips people up. The hand is still going down on the 3. We're just not hitting the strings. Okay, so it's down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And I'm over exaggerating the 3 right now just to show you, like, I'm still strumming down on 3. So if I went 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and now I just removed the 3. 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So see, on the 3, I'm still doing a down strum with my guitar, okay? So here it is. Let's give it a try together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, let's put the chord change in. Ready? To E minor. Back to G. Okay, back to E minor. Okay, and this is one you can also do very, very fast. I think songs like Wagon Wheel, this is a great song for, you know, a song like that. This is the cliche strumming pattern that everyone uses on songs. And this is usually the strumming pattern that students come to me and they're like, I just keep doing this one strumming pattern over and over again, and I feel like I can do nothing else on the guitar. And that's where usually they'll take like my expressive rhythm and strumming course or something like that to get themselves out of their comfort zone, because it's such a versatile and useful strumming pattern that everyone uses it for almost every single song when they're like, but they feel stuck sometimes. So let's pick up the speed on this one just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 measure of G, 1 measure of E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so kind of the next level after 8th notes is 16th notes. So I'm just going to give you a couple simple 16th note strumming patterns, but they really help your guitar playing come to life a lot more when you start getting into 16th notes, which I would consider more very late beginner, early intermediate for 16th notes. But we're going to just build on what we did before. All right, so our strumming pattern that I'm going to be doing here, it's 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a. Great for ballads, great for slow songs, something like Hey Jude, Let It Be, all my slow Beatles songs. You know, I can use it on stuff like Heart of Gold. Lots of songs can use this strumming pattern. So it's basically down, 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 up, down, 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 up. 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a. And you just see, if you'll notice, watch my strumming hand. When I hit the 1, because I'm going 1, and then there's nothing between 1 and 2. Watch my strumming hand. It does not stop moving just because I'm not hitting the strings. Okay, my hand is keeping the time, so it's down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And that's something that's not going to be intuitive right off the bat, but the more strumming you do, your hand is going to start feeling the rhythm, and this becomes your metronome. This becomes your timekeeper, is your hand. All right, and to give you one more very cool strum to build off of, I think of for this song, the song that always comes to mind, If I Die Young. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a, but on this, we talked about earlier about you don't always have to strum all the strings. So we're just going to be playing the bass note. So it's going to be bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, bass, down, down, up. So I'm just hitting the bass note or the lowest string of the chord. Down, 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 up, bass, bass, down, down, up. Very, very cool, very, very cool. And you know, if you put it over a chord progression, we'll do like G, E minor, C, D, it gives it really cool movement. Okay, and each of those chords was only 2 beats. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a... Just sounds really cool. Really starts making your guitar come to life and you feel like a real guitar player, a real strummer. So if you enjoyed this lesson, I highly recommend you go watch the video right over there where I'm going to take one single strumming pattern and I'm going to show you how you can play it in 7 different ways, and they all sound completely different from one rhythm. Okay, 7 strumming patterns from one rhythm. Go check out that video right now.